All right, hi everyone. I'm Callie Plaguey. I reviewed Puzzle and Dragon Z plus Puzzle and Dragon Super Mario Edition. I'm with Dan Stapleton.
Hello.
Hi, and we're just gonna take it through the Mario version first.
And this is the one that you actually like, right?
This is the one I like. I thought the Mario integration was super good. As you can see, you have lots of different Mario characters. You got
Can confirm that these are Mario characters.
yeah, they're confirmed Mario characters. Lots of different Luigi things. I'm gonna find the right team for this. So this course is a 3-color course. You use fire, wood, and dark. Most courses in this game are full, all colors, but this one is pretty cool. You can get lots of combos. So I wanted to show this off.
And this is an RPG with puzzle combat, right? So
Right. So the RPG element is kind of in the preparing stage. So here we have all the stats for the whole team. I'm trying to go for, because it's a 3-color course, I don't need any water attacks. That's why that's 0, for example. And I'm going with Yoshi.
And you say in your review that building your team here is one of your favorite parts of this, right?
Oh, I love it because it's definitely a pretty involved strategy game at the heart of it, and this is the biggest strategy portion, is figuring out, okay, so my leader skills, you can see on the bottom screen here, we have the leader skill with Fire Luigi is he raises the attack and HP of fire team members, and that's important for this because I want to be able to attack using fire. I wouldn't want something that had water. It's stuff like that. It gets a little trickier, but that's the basics of it.
And the team composition is important because you have to do combos in order to do any real damage at significantly into the game, right?
Right. So you can see here, because there's only 3 colors, it's easier to get combos. Whoops. And you attack. The more combos you get, the better your attack is. So that was pretty effective. And I found in the Mario version the monsters do better, more effective attacks. They're stronger, their defense is higher. So it's pretty challenging.
And that's in comparison to the other half of this game, which is Puzzle and Dragon Z.
Right, which is they take a spin on standard Puzzle and Dragons, whereas the Mario version is pretty much based on standard, the mobile app version of Puzzle and Dragons, except it has the Mario skin on it, right? So.
But you found this one actually more challenging, right?
I did, and I think that's because the twists that come in Puzzle and Dragon Z kind of make things a little simpler. They add within the dungeons you can get these weird dragon stone things that give you power-ups, and it makes it super simple to do things. Whereas in this version, there's a lot less going on, which kind of keeps it, it boils it down to the RPG strategy elements and the puzzle strategy within the battles. So it's...
And the difficulty is also lower, right? Because here you're getting all kinds of combos, but in the other one, you only had to get 2 or 3 combos to do some damage?
Yeah, in Puzzle and Dragons Z, I could pretty much last in any battle with just 2 combos, and I would take out a field of enemies like this one. I could have gotten a 1-up there. That's one of the cool things about this version is all the Mario goodies and little, not really Easter eggs, but Mario stuff you can find. The more combos you get that 1-up sound, and I really, really like that. They did a good job of balancing this is Puzzle and Dragons, but with a Mario spin. It doesn't feel too much like one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Whereas in Puzzle and Dragon Z, they gave you a story that you didn't want.
Yeah, the story was kind of this generic JRPG storyline with, the evil organization is taking over the world, and there it is. They're taking over the world, and it's pretty pun-tastic, actually. The world is broken up into actual puzzle pieces, like jigsaw puzzles, and they're kind of hammering that Puzzle and Dragons name, and there's lots of little puns like that, which are touches I appreciated, but the story overall is not super relevant, and it kind of got in the way of the things I like about Puzzle and Dragons, which would be the strategy and the actual gameplay with the puzzle-based battle. It's not really about story, and so I was kind of like, this was just shoved in here to make it longer or something. It didn't feel necessary at all.
And also a blatant Pokemon ripoff?
Blatant Pokemon ripoff. You start out on the second floor in your bedroom of the house you share with your mom. She doesn't seem to have a bedroom in that house, which is a very Pokemon thing. And you're off on your adventure trip to the science lab, the local science lab, which is a mainstay in every Pokemon game. And it just felt like they didn't even try to make it not like Pokemon. So that was something that was another reason why it felt so unnecessary. It was like, if I wanted to play, a basic Pokemon type story, I'd play Pokemon. I came to Puzzle and Dragons for the unique gameplay kind of thing.
Right. But going back to the Super Mario version, this is where you find the gameplay that you actually wanted.
Exactly.
The actual challenging part. And there's a good chunk of it too here, right? How many hours did it take you to play through this?
Oh, tons. There's a lot of late game stuff, post game stuff going on. So you could keep playing this even after going through the main story. The story isn't really a story. It's a typical Mario thing, like, Bowser kidnapped Peach and you gotta save her, which saves a lot of exposition that Z kind of took up too much time doing. It took me probably 6 hours, 7 hours to get through it all, and then I'm still doing things. There's little challenge levels. There's tons to do. It's a full experience.
So, like, you've got you're on level 5, 6 here.
Yes.
How many worlds are there?
There are 8, like a typical Mario, and then no, spoiler, not really spoilers, but there's plenty to do once you get through that the first time.
But even in this one though, the start was a little bit slow.
It did. It started a little slow. I felt like oh, that was not very good. I felt like the like monster variety didn't ramp up quite quickly enough. So around World 3, I felt like I didn't have the right monsters to be effective, but that went away pretty quickly, and I quickly was able to, like around World 4, really get some strategic teams going, and this one has been my most effective team for this type of level. So it's not a huge, it's not a drag. It doesn't take too long to get there.
So overall, though, you're giving this game a 7.9.
7.9.
You think it's very good?
I think it's good, bordering on great. It's the kind of thing where it's, you'd play it on the train on your way to work, or to school. It's not something I'd sit at home and play necessarily, which is, I think, one of the reasons that stops it from being in that great range.
Right. It's not something that you're going to remember for a long time, but it's fun while it lasts.
Right. It's super fun while you're doing it. It's yeah, definitely. I'd say that's pretty accurate.
All right. Well, thank you for showing it off, Callie. And it looks like I've been watching you playing it, and it seems like you're having a blast going, just cranking away at it.
Okay, maybe I'll show off a skill, because I'm about to die. So I wasn't paying attention. That's the thing about this game, is you really do have to pay attention. You can't get away with just kind of mindlessly doing it, which is why I am kind of on the verge of death here. That's what I like about it. So even though it's not the kind of game you'd remember for a long time, it's involving, it's a lot of fun, and I really like it.
Great. Well, for more on Puzzle and Dragons, stick with IGN.